up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. I'm at one of my favorite parking lot locations because guess what? This is one of those midsize sedans that has been a favorite for many years. This is a 2021 refresh, updated Toyota Camry. This particular one is an XLE trim. But before we get into this midsize sedan, let's talk about what's going on here. Toyota, that iconic Japanese brand, they're just known for so many models and also reliability, from the Corolla, the Supra, obviously the Tacoma and Tundra, and definitely this Camry. The Camry has been that top-selling midsize sedan for so many years. Obviously, two of its main competitors are going to be the Honda Accord and the Mazda 6. We have some new players, some new kids on the block. The Hyundai Sonata, even though it may seem not so new, it's on the newer side compared to the Accord and the Mazda 6, and of course, the Kia K5. Now, what I want to do is I want to talk about specifically luxury, because when you look at the XLE trim, L doesn't stand for loser, it stands for luxury. So does this Toyota Camry XLE bring more luxury midsize sedan for your money than the Accord or the Mazda 6? Let's go ahead, let's dive into our 2021 refresh Camry and find out. Right off the bat, when we say refresh, what are we talking about? At the front of the business, you're gonna get a whole new updated headlight housing. Now, I do like the direction that they went in with the LED daytime running lamps. You're also gonna get, of course, LED projectors, beam style headlights. What I am gonna zonk is the amount of chrome. Too much chrome within the housing. If they would've just blacked it out, I think it would have made it look a little bit cleaner. But like I said, the way that they did sort of like the fingers on those daytime running lamps makes it look really slick. Working your way down on a luxury trim, you are gonna get a little bit of chrome, and you're gonna get this design, which, let me know what you think. Is it trying to be a fake vent, or is it more design and flow of air? I'm actually gonna think that it's more just on the design, because if they were trying to make this look like a fake vent, I think it would have been a little bit different in its appearance, but it definitely gives it style and helps clean up the air as it goes and hits the front corner and then down the side of the vehicle. Now, as we come across the front, you do have that updated total front fascia, the Toyota badge prominently displayed in the center. You are gonna have functionality in this little V section that extends out from the Toyota badge. And on the XLE trim, you are getting a forward-facing camera. Large mouth grille, looks very similar to the sister brand, the Lexus brand, which is that luxury brand, but you are gonna have functionality, this nice gunmetal gray metallic. I'm so glad they didn't just do gloss black. The gunmetal gray metallic works excellent with the blue, and it's got the functionality, and it's got a nice lower lip extension, which looks really sporty, even though this isn't an XSE trim, which that's the sporty trim. But as we get up onto the hood, you'll notice front fascia, the V goes all the way towards the windshield and then sort of curves off and fades away. This beautiful metallic blue, I'm telling you, this would be probably the color I would get on my Camry, because I like the way it's like not too much in your face, but it's just enough color. Now, as we come around the bend on the XLE trim, this is what we're working with, wheel and tire setup. So you're gonna get this multi-spoke design, 18-inch wheel, machined aluminum, gunmetal gray finish. If you're wondering, Joe, what's the size of this tire? 235 on the width, 45 series sidewall. Yes, we're still dealing with front wheel drive. And if you're comparing this to the Accord, to the Mazda 6, remember they have different wheel options and whatnot. Honda Accord, you could go 19-inch wheel. But I think the wheel, it looks clean. It's a little bland for my taste, but remember, we're focusing on luxury, and it definitely, I think, works with the blue on our particular Camry. Now, as we go down the side, no fake vents or anything like that. I'm so happy to report that. You do get a nice sort of like flared section of the fender, and then it goes strong into the door down the side of the vehicle. Color matched on the mirror caps, slim, really slim and trim on those LED turn signals. You're gonna have bright, shiny metalwork top and bottom. And guess what? We have a full panoramic sunroof, and thank you, Toyota. They blacked out the whole roof. Blacked out the front, blacked out the rear. You got the massive panoramic sunroof. They don't do that over at Honda. They don't do that over at Mazda. Love on the side, that lower extension on the sill. Color matched on the door handles. It's funny because for so many generations, the Toyota Camry looked like a refrigerator on wheels, but they really did do a good job with this generation, especially with the refresh. Now, as we're working towards our rear, you do have the gloss black shark fin antenna to kind of blend in. And then out back, it's real clean. No trunk lid spoiler. You are going to get updated taillights, LED taillights, looking clean. The XLE badge, your Camry badge prominently displayed. And then working it all the way to the bottom, I'm happy to report we have one exhaust on each side. Nice slash cut. Simple on the lower bumper area. That's all you need. We don't need to look like a race car diffuser. But you know what? We got to the back. Let's pop the hood though and see what's powering our XLE. Right, guys, we got the hood popped. Now I am gonna zonk this. We do have a prop rod. The challenge is the competitors, Mazda 6 and the Honda Accord, have a prop rod as well. But this being a luxury trim, it should have hydraulic hood struts. But underneath that hood is something unique to the Camry that nobody else does. Still has naturally aspirated V6 power. Not the sexiest of engine covers, but you know what? At least it does not look like a trash can lid. But what we're looking at underneath that black cover is a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6, 301 horsepower, 267 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Don't have to worry about CVTs. 0 to 60 in about 5.7 seconds, quarter mile in about 14.3 seconds at 100 miles an hour. The vehicle weighs 3,550 pounds. MPGs, this is where it blows it out of the water. 31 in the city, 25 on the highway. Nice to see, like I said, naturally aspirated V6 power, but why don't we go ahead, let's get to the interior and see if L means you're gonna love the luxury that's inside it. All right, guys, we're inside this 2021 Toyota Camry XLE, and I know what you're saying. Oh, hold on a second, I got a phone call. Hello? Oh, okay. Hey, yeah, hey Zach, how's it going? Oh, I did? Oh. Okay. All right, well, we'll straighten that out right now. Yeah, no problem, man. I got it. Thanks for letting me know. All right, bye. So I guess I got the MPG numbers a little out of whack. I don't know, I think it's the Florida sun getting to me, and of course I'm not drinking enough water. MPGs for this V6 Camry, 22 in the city, 31 on the highway. That makes a little bit more sense. But I know you're like I was saying, I know that you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I've been looking at midsize sedans. I don't want to break the bank, but I do want some luxury. I do want definitely style and technology. I'm liking this Camry. How much is it? So MSRP starting for the XLE trim is around $31,000. Let's see what you get for the money to the door panel. So you're going to get soft touch material across the whole top, a little bit of silver trim that kind of flows into the door handle. What I do like is the two-tone with that light gray finish. Really gives it that nice style with the stitching. Door pocket is very small though. Maybe 5 Pop-Tarts and a bottle of chocolate milk to wash it all down. Now when you go from the door panel to the dash, we do have that multi-speaker system from JBL, that optional system. I am digging the trim in here. It's not wood, it's not carbon fiber, but it looks good. You got that metallic gray, a little bit of gloss black, nothing too crazy, but I do think it's so smart to bring the light gray into the dash area. Soft touch up top. We get to the infotainment. Do you notice anything different? You should have said yes. That's a new 9-inch infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Is it a touchscreen? Of course it's a touchscreen. Very easy to use. It's at a great height. They do a great job with the way that they brought it in. I kind of really think that it's easier to use in the new 2021 compared to last model years. But let me throw it into reverse. It does take up all 9 inches, just not the best when it comes to resolution. And if you want a widescreen, you could do the widescreen, and we have 360-degree cameras, which are really nice. So that's a nice touch to keep you safe when you're backing up. A little bit of gloss black. You're going to get dual climate control. You got your start-stop button over here, easy to reach to. And then as we drop down, I'm actually going to move the shifter out of the way. Wireless charging pad, USB, and a 12-volt. But watch this. It's a wireless charging pad, but it's also a secret compartment, because what do we have in there? Yes, you could fit up to 3 golden brown delicious cream-filled Twinkies. Slides right back. Look at that. Nobody will even know. So if you have your doctor saying stay away from the Twinkies, you can hide them in there. What is this guy going to control? This is going to control the 8-speed automatic transmission. Throw it back in the park so we don't roll away. Nice material on the shift boot. You do have 2 cup holders. I like the silver trim there. We have the standard Toyota Camry key fob. I wish they would do something a little fancier. Just a little fancier with the key fob. You got your different modes, sport, normal, and eco. Easy to get to. I also think this flat gray finish is nice, but here's what I like even more. Heated seats and ventilated seats. Nice soft touch material. Open that up. Whoa! We got plenty of room for some Sour Patch Kids and a full box of Twinkies, and there's a USB-C and a USB in there. That's a lot in just one center console storage compartment. Seats, these are real leather seats, so that's new for 2021. Perforated, like the material in the center. Nice bolstering. You have electric assist for the passenger, electric assist for the driver, and then of course, what do we got? You got that panoramic sunroof all the way back. If you compare that to the Mazda 6, you only get that little portal hole regular size sunroof. So really, really nice. And I like the way the sunshade closes. Why don't you come over here on the business end though? I got plenty of headroom. I want to show you behind the wheel on this Camry. All right guys, business time behind the wheel. Now you do have electric assist. The only bummer is I'm gonna have to zonk it. There's no memory seat settings. So if you let somebody borrow your Camry XLE, they screw up your seat settings, your goose is cooked. You're not gonna be able to get right back in and just have it your way. Steering wheel, should be no surprise. It's a Toyota steering wheel. Nothing really new, nothing different, but I do like the leather. Flat black on the buttons. It's just not a sexy steering wheel. They need to do something with the horn button. You do not have any paddles behind the wheel to go up and down the 8-speed automatic. You do have a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel, but I like the dash. It's simple, it makes sense, analog tach, analog speedometer, coolant gauge, and fuel gauge, and then you're gonna have that 7-inch display in the center where you could toggle through a cornucopia of information. So that's a really nice touch, and there's a head-up display. But why don't we go ahead, let's get in the back seat, see if your passengers are gonna like this Camry. All right guys, back seat time in this Toyota Camry. What's great about the Camry is you're gonna get a ton of room back here. I think it may be more than the Accord, definitely more than the Mazda 6, but let's see what else you get. Leather all the way around, nice pocket, large enough for another 5-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids. So if your kids eat all the candy, you could have your own bag for you and then let them have their own bag. You get 2 AC vents, but I think the biggest zonk back here, knock knock, who's there? A bunch of plastic. There's no USB, USB-C, a 12 volt, not even 2 cans and a piece of string. That to me has me scratching my head. Oh wait, because this is supposed to be luxury. Where's my connectivity? Maybe I need the XCE for connectivity. But I got my own pocket over here. Lots of leg room. Great on the headroom, even with the panoramic sunroof. And Toyota does the softest armrest. I just want to use this as a pillow in my house with the 2 cup holders. Flip it back. Let's go ahead, let's check out the trunk and see if sedans really should be dead and should you be buying an SUV. Let's go check it out. All right guys, time to get in the trunk. Real simple, you hit the button. No electronic lift or anything like that, but that's okay because look, once it pops up, you have a ton of space. Go to Costco, get the 50-gallon drum of mayonnaise, get that supersize package of Charmin toilet paper, but you have 15.1 cubic feet of space. Seats will do the 60-40 tango split, and I like the fact that they put the nice pull handles up top to make the seats go down very easily, but you know what? I want to see how this Camry XLE rides. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go on throttle in our 2021 Camry. All right, guys, we left our parking lot location. We're in this 2021 Camry XLE trim. Right away, just the amount of room that's in the front for the driver and the passenger is plentiful. You got great visibility. The gauges, I know everybody wants these digital displays, but I'm telling you right now, there's nothing wrong with the analog setup and that 7-inch digital display in the center. Getting to that all new 9-inch infotainment system is easy peasy and well within reach. And that's what Toyota does. The way that they lay out all the controls are so that it's familiar and easy to get to and understand. The seats, comfortable, nice to have the ventilated option in there. Also, for when it gets colder, having the heated option as well. Right now we're in sport mode going down the highway, and this thing really is super smooth, and you got that naturally aspirated V6 power. Don't have to wait for the turbo boost whatsoever, because there is no turbo. But let's go ahead. I have it in sport mode. On throttle, here we go. Drops down and we are off. Smooth shifts from the 8-speed automatic, and very, very smooth power delivery. I think that's where a lot of people really like how the power is delivered in this vehicle, and that extra sense of reliability with less parts, because there's no turbo with this vehicle to have any issues with. Now, there is a bit of wind noise, so if you're wondering, well, Joe, is this just like driving a Lexus product? It's definitely close, but there still is a distinction between Lexus and Toyota, even though obviously they're basically from the same brand. But Lexus is definitely going to have that premium feel, even though this is a luxury setup. Now, comparing this to the Mazda 6, I think you're going to find that the level of materials in the Mazda 6 feels a little bit more luxurious. Comparing this to the Honda Accord, I think where the Accord wins is going to be with the driving engagement. It just gives really great feedback through the steering wheel in the Accord. But even though this doesn't have a real standout in those two areas, I think for the whole total package, you're going to be very, very pleasantly pleased with this Toyota Camry, and having the luxury side of things, but also having that naturally aspirated V6 power. All right, guys, I want to showcase the V6 power as you're merging onto a highway. So on throttle, here we go. Time to get on the highway. 8-speed drops down. You're able to get very easily onto the road. Not saying that you can't do that with a Mazda 6 or a Honda Accord. Just with the V6 in this car, it's a nice, naturally aspirated horsepower and that linear torque delivery. Smooth ride. And what I want to do is I kind of want to showcase the acceleration from a dead stop and a little bit of the handling characteristics, even though this isn't the XSE. But going into this U-turn, you feel planted, you feel secure. And then coming out of the turn, on throttle, here we go. Not too shabby. Let me go ahead and get on the brakes, because I promised you I would do it from a dead stop. Nobody's behind us, so that's good news. On throttle, here we go. Little bit of chirp. A chirping tire is a happy tire, but the traction control does its thing. And it pulls all the way through the rev range, which is fantastic. On the brakes, obviously, if you push this car, it is going to push, literally. So going into a turn and getting onto throttle too soon, because it's front wheel drive, is just going to make the car understeer. And if you're trying to turn right, it's going to go left. That's what I mean by understeer. But that's not the purpose of this vehicle. You're in the wrong vehicle if you're trying to attack the twisty bits. This is really for attacking that daily commute, attacking the long highway drives, because you're going to feel as fresh as a daisy, and you're going to get that great reliability out of this Camry. But hopefully this gave you a nice overall feel of what the Camry XLE is all about. We're going to get back to where it all started and wrap it up, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been another great day here with this Toyota Camry. I definitely got to thank Zach and the whole crew over at Toyota USA for allowing Raity's Rides access to this press fleet vehicle, the Toyota Camry. Nobody could deny that it is the most when it comes to reliability in a midsize sedan. Does this XLE trim stand out with the luxury? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Would you go Accord? Would you go Mazda 6? Or would you go with one of the other brands that are a little bit newer to the streets around the United States? Let me know what you think. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raity's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the first link, become a Raity's Rides Patreon member. Click the second link, get yourself some Raity's Rides merch. Got to give it up to the queen of the camera. She's out here no matter what the temperature is. It's hot, but you know what? Her hard work is even hotter. Thank you, Lawyer, for doing such a great job. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.